why would it bring value for the asset management? So it increases transparency. Now, when we say transparency, it increases transparency within your group. So the blockchain is transparent, but it's only transparent to selected few, and that can be managed. Improve efficiency. Now, the efficiency part comes from cutting the middleman out or women out. So it doesn't have to have any intermediary. So this is where we call a smart contract. Smart contracts are not smart and they're not contracts, but they're just like, people just gave a name called smart contracts, and it's a software. That's all it is. So what this software does is think of it as a vending machine, which, you put some coins and then you get a drink, and it's simple as that. And so that creates efficiency, which means there are no people in between. So we can work out, sometimes you need people, but there are other things that you can remove people so that people can focus on being creative. Enhance security. And that's a really good, important point there. When I say enhance security, the blockchain, we call cryptocurrencies because it's cryptography. That's been secured by cryptography. There's a mathematical equation called elliptic curve, and that's what being used to secure the blockchain. And with the security now, to break a blockchain, it's near impossible. Not impossible, it's near impossible. Now, someone who has no care factor for the whole blockchain, don't care about how much it costs them, they can break it. At the moment, there's no reason to break it because by the time they use that, the cost is far outweigh the value of the blockchain. And we know that there's quantum computing coming, so people are already building security for this space. Regulatory compliance. This is something that Maureen loves to talk about. So, and I get bored. So regulatory compliance is all about being legal, being compliant. Now, at the moment, the Australian government, the Reserve Bank of Australia is going through this process, defining what a token is. Majority of the countries still haven't got a really tight regulatory act compliance. So we are still so early in this space. We are learning and we are moving as we learn. But the beautiful thing about this is we are really pushing the boundaries. So by the time the governments catch up to the technology, it has gone about another 10 steps forward. So the growth of the blockchain space is exponential. And we are so lucky to be in this curve. Things are moving so fast. Real-time reporting. Now, real-time reporting comes from, again, when it's on the blockchain, once that's on the blockchain, it's set in stone. So you can stream that data out from the blockchain as and when you need. Interoperability. Now, interoperability means the ability to connect maybe the real world data into the blockchain. Now, for example, say weather. You guys might have some construction going on and say, okay, look, if you receive this much rainfall, then it will go automatically get a message to a few people saying, okay, look, we're going to shut down the work site. And that can get automated, and that weather data can be received into the blockchain using a trusted party. And these parties are called oracles. The first time I heard about oracles is in Matrix. So that's what the interoperability means. And then we got the reduced operational risk. Again, this is tied to the regulatory compliance because these are smart contracts. So there are no humans involved. So you can always say, okay, if this happened, do that. ESG integration. So that's environmental, social, and governance. So currently the blockchain being used with the credits, with the energy credits, green credits as well. So what that does is it tells you, okay, if someone used their allocated green credits, it cannot be used again. Because there are so many systems that we can, at the moment, we are trusting in people. Things can get left out, can be double counted as well. But once the blockchain comes along, you don't have to trust anyone because you can verify it because it's transparent. Now, people say like, oh, I want to trust people. There are parts that you can trust people. But the beauty of the blockchain is it removes that trust out of it and gives the option to verify. So in the blockchain community, we say, don't trust, verify. Because when the blockchain, I say like, oh, I sent you 3 Bitcoins. I don't have to trust you that you sent me the 3 Bitcoins. All I had to do is go to the blockchain network explorer, and I put your address and for example, your address, and I can see like, you sent 3 Bitcoins. So I don't trust you. I can verify that transaction happened. And so the ledger capabilities, that's what makes the blockchain really cool technology, but ultimately it's a simple, digital, immutable ledger.